Hey, this is Steve Liang and Sydney Sum here with Real Estate IQ. And today we found a real estate deal of the day here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, and we want to share it with you. Check it out. All right, today's real estate deal of the day in the DFW area. We're featuring this property here in Fort Worth. Here's our MLS number. Now, what we could find is that this property was originally listed a little bit over a month ago. Actually, it's just a little bit less than a month ago on October 8th. And it was originally listed for $160,000 and they dropped the price to $150,000 today. So our engine picked it up, and when we look at the comps, and I did a little bit of modification of the comps, and I ended up choosing these four. These four are the properties where we see that they are all sold for in less than 180 days ago. So that's less than half a year ago. Under this recency button, the recency column, excuse me. And here, the subdivision, we notice that three of them is the Wedgwood addition and one is regular Wedgwood. So I would pay a little bit of attention right here when I look at the photos, make sure it's a good comp. From a year build standpoint, they are all within just a couple of years within each other. And also when we look at the price per square footage, we can notice that this property is listed at a very, very low price per square footage comparing to the other four comps that we have chosen. And we can also kind of look at the remarks and see, the last sentence here is telling us that the property has loads of potential for those not afraid. The home is to be sold as is. So let's take a look a little bit deeper. We just look at the data view and we finalize on these four comps. These are the four comps that are sold for the highest price per square footage in the same subdivision. And we see a lot of solds here in the past year, and the ones that are red bubbles are the ones that are the comps we're using. And from this standpoint, it looks like as we use the street view to check around the neighborhood, see if it's similar neighborhoods, it's going to tell us whether we're, accurate in picking the comps that we're doing. So it seems like pretty similar neighborhood over here. And we can do all of that. For those of you who are interested in keep digging and looking at things a little bit further, making sure it is a good deal. There's a lot of features you can use while you're playing around this system, such as using the street view or using the terrain or satellite to learn more about the neighborhood. Then we can also finally look at the photos. And let's look at the photo of the comps and see what we need to update this property to look like the comps. Okay, so the first one, number 0, this is our subject property. Yep, looks like there's a lot of things in the interior that needs to be updated, that could be updated. Now let's look at the comps and see what kind of condition they are. So hardwood floor, it could be laminate, it's a little bit hard to see. Crown molding, carpet, but very nicely done. They're all renovated. So we can look at all of these properties and decide which ones are the best comps. It looks like these are all pretty good. This one is a little bit older, but in terms of the price per square footage, I think it's about the same. So we're pretty happy with this set of comps. If I were picky, I may take off number 28. And what's interesting is that it actually sold for more price per square footage than the other ones, and it's not as updated. So something to keep in mind. Anywho, this looks like a very interesting deal for us. We obviously need to take a look at the rehab and see how much margin there is before we place the right offer. And always use your general rule of thumb when you calculate how much you want to offer, and you don't need to offer the list price. We hope you guys enjoy this deal. If you are interested in pursuing the deal, you have all the information about this property here. Feel free to reach out to the listing agent and place an offer. If you can win the deal, when you win the deal, please let us know. We would love to interview you and get a testimonial with you. Finally, if you have friends and you know that they may like this deal, please share with them. We could use more sharing. We always love to share because the more we share, the more the market will always get back. It's always a good cycle. So we hope you guys enjoyed this deal. And like I said, if you have a friend who's looking for a deal something like this, please share this with them. They're really gonna like you. All right, talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Bye bye. I want to invite you to my weekly real estate talk every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. And this is an online event, so you can join anywhere. But every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m., I will invite a successful real estate entrepreneur to join us, and we will interview them, and they're going to share with us their entrepreneurial journey and what they think is what made them successful. I think you'll find a lot of really cool stories there and war stories. As entrepreneurs, we always want to learn from other people what their experiences have been. It's going to help us get a lot smarter. We'll also talk about anything in real estate. For example, we do a real estate deals market update to kind of talk about the general real estate market in general, and where the deals are coming from and all that good stuff. So very interesting real estate talk. Make sure you join us.